Hello, hello, hello. I'm live again, y'all. Trying to get this right. So today we shouldn't have any feedback. It should be all good. I'm just trying to get my mic clipped on properly. And I have had an awesome week. You know what? And so today I decided not to try to do all of that old fancy stuff that I usually do with trying to stream it on different on both Facebook and Instagram. And look, I'm new to this, so I really need to be just keeping it real basic. I have 5 people on, so hey, y'all, say hello in the chat. Let me know your name. I'm so glad that y'all are here. Are my regulars here, or are you guys new, or what's up? So my name is TJ. I'm with Solutions by TJ, and I basically talk about notary stuff. I started this channel to help homeowners actually prior to COVID. And then with all of the stuff that happened in the United States as far as the coronavirus and unemployment and just the world turning upside down, I decided to start talking about side hustles and how people can make extra money. So I've created several videos on that. Take a look at them if you haven't done so already. Hey, Mark. Take a look at my side hustle videos if you haven't done so already, because it may be able to give you ideas. And what I found is a video that got a lot of recognition from several people are the videos that I do on mobile notaries. You can make in upwards of $1,000 a week, no joke, being a mobile notary. And if you don't know what a mobile notary is, we have mobile notaries notarize documents at clients' houses for mortgage related documents. Okay. So, yeah, I did. I had a great week. One thing that I had been saying that I was going to do that I finally freaking did is I went through this morning a package of documents for y'all. So that video is coming up. I still have to edit it. It's super duper long because I'm detailed. And so Facebook, I tried to upload it. Facebook said it was too long. So I'm going to have to upload part of it and then have the other part on my website. It took a lot of work, whole lot of work, whole lot of work, because I had to make sure that, all of the private information was taken off, all of the information that pertained to, the title company. It was very meticulous because this document is, I think this one was like 200 pages, and normally mortgage documents are 200 pages. And so, yeah, it took a lot of work. So I've decided to charge for that one. I'm going to go through just the basics on YouTube, which is, how to prepare the documents, where to put your stamps, the stickies. So you put a sticky next to the client's name on every page. Then you use a different color sticky for where you put your stamp, pages that require your stamp. And that's just kind of the gist of it, but I will go over it with you guys in detail. And I actually give a whole bunch of different tips of how to set up your table with your clients and just all kinds of stuff that you may not even think of. And as I was going through the documents, different things were coming up in my brain, and I would stop and tell you about it. So it's going to be cool. Thank you, Nicole. Awesome. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Dwayne, I've been trying to connect with you on the docverify. Really? Okay. I have to look at it. So did you send me a message on docverify, or how did you try to connect? Because I'll take a look at it tonight. I had it open today. It was giving me hell. I'm going to look at this platform called One Notary. I was trying to sign up with them tonight because I have a remote notary document to do. And man, it was just, oh Lord, it was awful. for one thing that I don't like about them, and I did a video on it while I was doing it, just so that you guys could see it. And I wish I could share my screen on here, but I don't think so. So I'll upload that at another time so that you can see it. But one thing that I don't like about docverify is you have these itty bitty spaces on the document. The box where they have the names and where you put information, they have these like boxes that you bring down from the top and put it on top of the actual document that you're going to notarize. Well, the boxes that they give you are too large and you aren't able to size them. So it just looks a mess to me, and I do not like messy documents. So, yes, I even put it on your calendar. Dwayne, you put it on my calendar in docverify? Or on my Calendly calendar. Let me give y'all the link to Calendly. I'm going there now. Hopefully you can still see me because I just clicked off. But I got to get my link for y'all. Copy the link. And okay, so you heard good reviews on One Notary. Dwayne, when? I didn't see a doggone thing on Calendly. Unless it was last Sunday. Now, last Sunday I had about 3 people. I got on the call and nobody got on there with me. So I had 3 cancellations. I think I'm gonna cancel out Sundays. Oh, gotcha. What day last week? Because Sundays are just, I don't know. I'm having a lot of people not show up for those meetings, and then I'm sitting there and it's my good Sunday, honey. So I want to chill too. But I try to make myself available as much as possible. Do me a favor, Dwayne, schedule with me again on Calendly. And hey, Nina, thank y'all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Like this video. I'm taking my time with this. Y'all are gonna love what I have coming up though. So my cousin, who has done 1,500 notarizations or more, like she does this as a full-time job. Okay. So when I tell you I know that you can make over $1,000, it ain't that, you can. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, Nina, Houston in the house. Okay. So yeah, Dwayne, get back on my schedule because I'm not gonna miss it this time. I promise, I promise, I promise. And I'm gonna set up I have a new system too that I'm about to start using other than Calendly, called Schedule Once or something like that. So yay. But I have some new videos coming out. She's gonna start doing videos for me as well on the various types of notarizations. She's going to go through some more docs. We just sat down and planned out a whole lot of stuff. So it's going to be good. Going to be good. And even though I've decided to charge for that video of going through the docs, I ain't charging for the whole thing. So you'll get plenty of information for free. But then if you want to see the entire thing, because I couldn't upload it here, then yeah, I am. It's not going to be overly costly, and it's going to be a lot less than it would be if you signed up for a mentorship program. Because for a lot of people, once you just see how to go through the docs and how to prepare them, you'll be good. There are so many different types of docs, though. The reason that I say getting a mentor is good is because if you have a specific type of document that you've never seen before and you have a question, then you have somebody that you can call and ask a question to. Now, don't get me wrong. You can always call the NNA if you're a member, but they answer legal questions only. So they might not have the answers to everything from a business perspective and from a docs perspective for you. So it's good to have a mentor. Now, though I'm charging for that video, if I mentor you, then once you become my mentee, we take $50 off of the charge for your mentorship, and that goes towards your mentorship, a $50 discount. It's worth it. Trust me. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's worth it. I mean, so many people were talking about, well, everybody wants something and they want to pay. It's a lot of work, y'all. I would not kid you. Just preparing that thing was a lot. It took me, I've been doing it for 3 weeks. So, um, do y'all have any questions for me? Oh, so one of my mentees, let me tell y'all about this. So she lives in the Houston area, actually not that far from me. And I met her here, either here or on Facebook. And so she signed up with Snapdocs. She had everything in order, and she couldn't get a job through Snapdocs. They sent her like one notification in June, and here it is July, and she hadn't received anything else. So I started sending her jobs directly. Like I'd get a job on my phone and say, hey, okay, for this whole week, I'm going to send you every job that I get. And so I started sending her jobs because she lives not that far from me. And so I'd copy it down, and then I would send her, I'd copy it and then text her the information for the job. Now, if she clicked the link, then they give it to me. But I told her, hey, when I give you the link, call them. So when you get in Snapdocs, regardless of whether you click that button, follow up with a phone call, because that is going to ensure that they choose you for the job. And one thing about me, man, I have to make sure with the people that I mentor that I'm not getting on their nerves, because I want to see y'all win so bad that I can barely sleep sometimes. So I'm texting her all day, calling to make sure she's good, because I gave her one of the notary jobs and she got it. And then she got nervous and scared. And I'm like, girl, you've been worrying me for 3 days, and now you got one. Now you're nervous. So we walked her through that. Me and my cousin went through the docs with her. It all happened so well. It was so awesome. And since then, she has jobs for next week. And there's one company that I set her up with. She got a $180 job. So yeah, these jobs it's not just $100 to $125. Some of them pay up to $200 for real. Is it normal? Dwayne, it happens. It happens. It happens. They have a lot of them that try to do that at the last minute. And if you are available for the job, but you can't print it out that quickly, then don't take the job. Because then that'll force them. If nobody takes that job, that's going to force them to delay that closing and give you more time to print those docs. So yeah, some of them will have you try to print docs 2 hours before. And I'd say if it's your first closing, don't do it. That's too much pressure. Nina, the remote online notary, how to do those? It's really simple. It's even more simple to me, in my personal opinion, than doing it at somebody's house with the paper documents. And I say that because everything is on the computer. It's there. It's, sign and click. Basically, you got to go through the documents beforehand, just like you would if you were printing out the documents and sitting directly in front of somebody one-on-one. You have to check over the documents, but the system checks it for you too to make sure that you haven't missed anything. So I will, if you want me to, please get on my calendar and we'll set up something. I'll see what you need. 3 days in advance. Oh, you are right. That's crazy. Yeah, that's last minute. You got the job 3 days in advance and they didn't send docs until 2 hours before. No, that is not normal. No, they normally send docs at least the day before. So you have time. That's not normal. If they do that, Dwayne, did you contact them and ask them some questions about, hey, haven't received docs yet? Just giving them kind of nudges or something? You did. Wow. Yeah, that's not normal. And normally when that happens, it's a file that they're dealing with that has not completely closed yet, and they're going back and forth with numbers. So it's more to it than that on their end, something with the lending and all of that. You know, all of the stars and the moon have to line up for a closing to occur. Hey, Linda, how are you? So good, Dwayne. You've done 10 already. That is awesome. I'm looking forward to talking to you, and I'm so sorry I missed our meeting. I appreciate talking to y'all. Greensboro, North Carolina in the house. I am good. So, um, so Landry. I only mentor people in Texas, but from what I've seen, a lot of the documents are a lot alike. And I'm starting to believe that I can mentor people in other places, but that I'll have more questions in some of the instances with having to go back and forth and call the NNA for like legal stuff. So call me, we'll talk about it. I'd have to see the documents. Let me see them and I'll be honest with you. We'll go through it. The best signing services. What do you mean the best signing services? Dwayne, you have a question on here too from Miss Tiffany F. That she said you got 10 signings and how long? So how long did it take you to get 10? Oh, cool. Virginia Beach. Been there, love it. What do you mean by signing services? Do you mean by, yeah, tell me, expound on that a little more, what you mean by signing services. Linda, I do only mentor those in Texas, but call me if you need to, and we'll talk about it because I'm thinking about mentoring people in other places. If you get a job, I need to see the documents. Truthfully, I need to see the documents. Okay. Okay. So I'm still in the finding a program to become a loan. Linda, go to National Notary Association. Just Google it. Hey, chocolate girl. Awesome. Houston. I love it. I'm in Houston as well. Oh, so you got your commission in May and you've had 10 jobs since then, Dwayne? And Dwayne, are you signed up with Snapdocs? Let me know that. And that question about what's the best signing service in my opinion, Kurt? Man, I'm a proponent of Snapdocs. If that's what you're talking about, a signing service. I'm a proponent of Snapdocs. I get over, I get more than enough business in my zip codes every single month. And that's another thing. So when my mentee couldn't get jobs on Snapdocs, another thing that we could do, we own a mobile notary company. So I could feed her jobs directly from my notary company as well. But now that, I've been able to pass her some jobs, the Snapdoc should just pick her up and say, "Oh, okay, well, people are hiring her. Let us send her more notifications." Okay, so I say Snapdocs. That's the only one that I've used. I signed up with others, but they didn't send me anything on a consistent basis. Only Snapdocs has. Trina, what platform are you on? You don't pay to get on Snapdocs. It's completely free. The people who it's all Snapdocs is a platform where title companies use or other mobile notary companies. They post jobs and then Snapdocs sends those jobs out via text messages. So the people who post jobs, like my company, we pay for it. It's free for you. And how do you make 1,000? Well, yeah, Trina, let me know where you getting your jobs from. What are you signed up? You don't have to pay for Snapdocs. I've heard of Coast to Coast. How are they? I actually get signings from Coast to Coast from Snapdocs. So Dwayne, for the closings that you've done, I would have business cards printed. And, I go in places and just make friends. I know everybody. I know the escrow officers. I leave my card. Tell them if they have any closings, please contact me directly and I'll do it for them if they're in the area. And I stop by different places on my way home. So between my job and my house, every title company, I've hit them more than once. They know my name. So I make it very clear that I do mobile closings and, I stop by and talk to everybody. And if I get a job on Snapdocs, then whoever I get that job through, hey, this is Latanya. How you doing? I was just calling to see if y'all have any mobile closings today in Houston. I don't care where in Houston. I'm taking the job. So that's my idea. Oh, yikes. So living below. How long have you been on Snapdocs? And Trina, you said that you are on Snapdocs. Let me go back up. This thing is moving, so I'm looking for. So, yeah, 2 offers a day. So it depends too on how you have your Snapdocs set up. If you just have like Houston, Katy, no, I have zip codes. So it kind of depends on how you have your Snapdocs and your signingagent.com profile set up. It's a little more to it. And then I would call the NNA to make sure that my profile was appearing correctly. But it sounds like if you've gotten um, any signings, then you are on there. So when you did get the notifications, did you take those jobs, Trina? And the safety of being a mobile notary. So you can make it as safe as you want. The safest thing, of course, is the remote online notarization, in my personal opinion. However, for my mentees, this is what I tell them. Number one, you can sign in your car. That's face to face. You find a parking lot, could be Starbucks, y'all park next to each other. You have the documents in a folder and in a plastic bag that you've already gone through, already stamped their copy and stamped your copy. You have your mask on and your glove. You get out of the car, hand them, they have to have their mask on and a glove too. You hand them the bag that has the documents in it. You get back in your car, call them on the phone, and walk them through the docs. Once they're done signing, you grab the documents from them with all of your protective stuff on, and you go through the documents. And they're saying that, the coronavirus doesn't last long on paper and on clothing and stuff. So I've even spoken to my doctor about that. That's not that long. That it doesn't live long. Lanisha, did that answer your question? The signing in your car? The name of my company is Elite Mobile Notary. And it's under, you can Google it, Elite Mobile Notary Services, or emobilenotaryservices.com is the web address. Let me type that in, HTTP. Hold on. Okay, that's my URL, emobilenotaryservices.com. Yep, that's it. Okay, so a month living below. Give it some time. Have you taken a job yet? Because it does take some time. But when you see a job come through, you need to take it. So keep your phone on. Easy. I don't understand what you mean, Angela. How do you sign from your car with 200 pages? They sign in their car. Scoot the seat back. You give them something, you let them know what's going to happen. They can bring something hard or start signing it on the on the console in the middle, it works. Dwayne, I haven't had any luck with social media marketing for notarizations for title companies. I haven't, but I haven't tried it either. When you say notary supplies, chocolate girl, what do you mean? Yeah, living below, you gotta, when you see that, keep your phone on sound, not on silent. So or on vibrate somewhere where if they send you something, you can take it really fast because that's the only way it'll trigger the system to start sending you more. Don't decline. Never decline a job. Even if you are not available, don't say decline. Just don't take it. Don't say anything at all. That's my opinion. You are available or you're not. And even if they've given a job away, if you see a company on Snapdocs, I don't care if they've already given the job away, call that company just in case they have another closing in your area. Call them and say, hey, I saw that you posted a job. It was already gone. But do you have any others in the Houston area or in whatever city or state you're in? Because I'm in that area and I'm ready to do a signing for you. And Angela, what do you mean about how many mistakes do they make? How many mistakes does who make? My clients don't make a lot of mistakes because I'm on the phone walking them through page by page where to sign, where to initial, and all of that. So they don't make mistakes. And if they do happen to make a mistake, that's what you always make 2 copies of the document. So if there is a page that where they make a mistake, then you take a page out of your copy and give it to them, and that's how you do it. It's not too direct. Not too direct to walk into a title company to advertise. And I don't necessarily call it advertising. I call it making friends because that's actually what I'm there to do. So advertise may sound a little crazy, just be subtle about it, be friendly. They understand. They actually prefer for people to come in and you know, that they can use. Okay, you picked the $220 package. Oh, gotcha. So you're waiting for your stamp. Gotcha. How do you set up a website? So my website is on Squarespace. And a lot of people have asked me this. If you're an independent notary, you do not need a website. You don't need a website. You don't need an LLC. You don't need an EIN number. That's doing a little too much. Get started. You're spending too much money before you've even started. Snapdocs will send you everything that you need. That's where your customers will come from. Nobody online is just going to find your website. Don't worry about it. Just get started. Once you get the supplies, once you get the training, get a job on Snapdocs, stop by your title company and just get started. That's the best way to do it. You don't boggle yourself down with too much. You can get all of that stuff later. A website. Individually, I don't have a website. My cousins don't. My mama doesn't. My sister, my aunties, none of us have a website. They don't have LLCs. None of us. We have a website for our business where we send other notaries out, but individually, while we're doing signings, no, we don't have a website. And we use our social, meaning for taxes. Yeah, Adobe Scan can sign it. You can send a whole 200-page package with Adobe Scan. So, Angela, if they are signing across the table from me and I'm not saying sign and date, they make a mistake. I'm still not understanding what you mean, Angela. So they're sitting across the table from you. And I'm not saying sign and date. If they're sitting across the table from you, then as you're going through each page with them, you should be telling them where to initial sign and date. So even if they do make a mistake, you have another copy of the document, a clean, clear, crisp copy. If they make a mistake, you take a copy, the clean, clear, crisp copy, and transfer that page and use that page and then put the messed up copy. So you print out two copies. Just say it's one-sider. You print out two copies of the whole package. One copy is going to stay with them. The other copy is going to go to the title company. The copy that goes to the title company needs to be perfect. If you make a mistake, you take a page from their packet, their crisp, clean packet, and then you correct your error or put the right information on the blank page or the new page that's from the new packet, and then you put the page with the mistake in their packet. And you can even label it or whatever they need to do just so that they remember, oh, we made a mistake here. But you put all of your good papers in the packet that goes with the title company. Oh, that's cool. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about it, Dwayne. I'm excited. You can get on my calendar tomorrow if you're available. Yeah, Trina, don't decline them, girl. Just say that you are not available. That call does wonders. When you call those title companies and actually, or whoever is giving those jobs and actually, talk to them, they remember your name. I do it all, Trina. I do remote and in person. And I don't normally have a problem, but I'm clean to the core. Like, even in my regular daily life, I have my mask, of course. I have this little bitty green spray bottle that has Clorox and water in it. And I have a napkin in the other hand wherever I go. All of that, my phone, everything is in this little purse that I have. But I ain't touching no doors because I have my napkin. And I spray my napkin with a little Clorox before and after. And I grab doors. I'm putting in my pen on stuff, spraying stuff down at the gas station, spraying my little cloth down, and then grabbing the pump. I ain't playing no games. So I feel like I'm pretty safe. And I'm not all up on people either. So I do not carry anything in the car, but I do have a colleague who has done a video on his car setup, and I am going to download that video and send it to you guys. I'm gonna upload it on my channel. I need to write that down. I don't have a piece of paper, but I'm gonna remember. So, yeah. On Snapdocs, they give you have to sign a W-9. They give you a copy, like on Snapdocs on your dashboard. If you look at one of my videos, it goes over Snapdocs, and look at the back end. You see every single job that you've ever done, as well as what you've made from each job. So that's one. That's all of your income in one spot. There for regarding your gas mileage, there's an app for that. You know how much paper you buy, you can categorize things through. I use Truebill. It's called Truebill. And I can categorize all of my business expenses in Truebill. So that's how I take care of my income taxes. But my taxes are reported straight from Snapdocs because they make you fill out a W-9. Yeah, and my accountant does a Schedule C. I don't have to have, well, for Elite Mobile Notary, we do have an LLC. So I'm not sure how he handles that. I'm not sure from a tax perspective. You'd have to ask your tax professional what they think would be the best way for you to do that to get an LLC, because an LLC is just a pass through on your taxes. It's not like, you getting a tax break by having an LLC. You can still use your social security number. What do you mean about business name and not having someone's name? I don't understand that. On your business cards, it can just be your name. Mine say Latanya Johnson, my telephone number, and my email address. That's what my cards say. Yeah, you can have a DBA. I do not carry a printer scanner in my car. No, I do not. Because for one, if you have a printer in your car, the printer is too big to run off of your car battery. So it requires its own battery. And I'm able to go home and print docs. I don't do last minute closings. If you send those docs, that I can, because I've been through them so often, but I don't like to feel rushed like that. And again, I do this part time. My cousin does it full time. So nah, she doesn't have a printer in her car either. So no, I don't. I don't have a printer. I don't have a scanner. What I use as a scanner is Adobe Scan. And I take a picture of each page. Adobe Scan puts all those pictures together, makes it into a PDF, and I upload it into Snapdocs. You don't even have to necessarily get an EIN number. You can use your social security number. That's cool, Dwayne. I'll talk to you Thursday then. That'll be good. I love that you are getting jobs. I have filled my mentees up so much. I mean, it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that they are shining, because it's not just about teaching people and walking people through the documents. It's about, man, helping people make money and getting actual jobs doing this. Yeah, that's even better. I don't know why that makes me feel so good when they are successful, but it does. It really does. Greg, is that your name? Raul? Ooh, docverify is expensive. I said that in last week. It costs more to do a remote notarization than it does to do a regular notary. And that's why we get paid exactly the same thing. Because when you add up gas and paper from a remote standpoint, you it evens out. It evens out to exactly the same costs are associated with it. That's why people are like, well, do you get paid less? No, it's about the same. It's about the same. The pay is the same, if not a little more. So for one document, where it was recording the whole thing, I think it was like $21 to $24. Even on Notary One, it said one document was $21. So if one deadgum document is $21, I'm curious to see what a package is. And I tried to fill out the Notary One application and all that stuff. I had an issue uploading my digital certificate, so I have to get in touch with them. But I'm going to use them this coming week, and I will let you know how it goes. I'll see. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Consult a tax professional. Yeah, there are a million different business names, girl. You can find it even if you use your DBA, your own name. Lanisha, with the LLC, you'll have a K1. That will have to be prepared that you will. Okay. Yeah, I don't like being rushed, Kurt. I don't. Absolutely, yeah, yeah. That printer in the car. And that's what my friend Raul did. And it's a nice looking setup. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not that serious for me. I'm not. What if somebody breaks in your car? They steal your good $400 printer, 400, $200 scanner. Nah, that's too much. To be trying to do that on the go, it's too much. It's too much for me. Just for me. I don't want any. Well, his is like so he has this like covered trunk in a way, like an SUV where it's covered so people won't see it until he opens it. But you never know who's looking. It's too much. Too much for me anyway. With scan backs, you take a yeah. It does not take that long, and I do it all the time. I know you saying 150 plus pay. Trust me, it does not take that long. I'm having to go through each page anyway to make sure I didn't make a mistake. So taking that picture of them is pretty quick. What do you mean, Lincoln? My notary license says miscellaneous. What is a DBA? DBA is doing business as. It's just a business license. It's so you have various levels of business licenses, and a DBA, you can use a DBA with your own social. It's below an LLC, and you can find out more from a tax professional if you want to know more about it. Sailor Scout. Um, my social security number is what I use for my personal business. And I use that because I'm only putting it on a W-9 to Snapdocs. It's not like my social security number is going out to 100 different companies. You understand? Oh, okay. Nina, how do you like One Notary? Let me know that. So what's your RON fee for one document? My remote notary fee, I think the last time I did it, I charged like about 20 in order to make some money doing it, because my cost alone on doing that was at least $21. So in order for me to make $5, I have to charge $26. That's crazy. Or else there's no, you know what I'm saying? You don't get paid because my cost for doing it, what I have to pay for the credits is like at least $21. So it wasn't worth it. Unless you're getting paid for a packet and charging one document, it ain't worth it. Unless you doing a packet and getting paid 100 to $150, it's not worth doing. My personal opinion. Yeah, I know. I know, Greg. Shoot, so I'm on the fence too, because they irritated me so much trying to do a remote closing today, and those boxes, you can't edit the size of those boxes. That just threw me, and I'm like a neat freak, sort of a perfectionist in a way. I do not like for my documents to look messy. And that thing came out looking like a 2-year-old had scribbled on it. I almost lost it. And I'm charging you $25. Too much. It needs to be perfect. So, yeah, I told you I'm looking at one notary. That's my reason for looking at one notary, because I was not happy with that today. I actually gave it to him for free. This is my second notarization with docverify where I'm giving it to the person free because I did not like how it turned out. So guess what? I'm out of $50 worth of credits on top of my $50 a month. So the $50 a month that I pay does not even include my credits for the identification and stuff. Yeah, it's expensive. It is. So Angela, you said notary signing services sends docs at the last minute. The companies that I work with don't normally send documents at the last minute. That has happened to me maybe 5% of the time. Normally, 95% of the time, I get documents the day before. Plenty of time to print it out. If I were a new notary, no. No. And if one of my mentees, the people that I mentor, if they got docs at the last minute, yeah, I definitely need an hour to go over those documents with you. So if that were the case, I would ask them, could I reschedule with the client for at least 30 minutes? Give me 30 minutes to an hour and reschedule. People normally don't mind you rescheduling to just a little bit later. You just sent me documents a few minutes ago. Doesn't hurt to ask. I've never gotten in trouble or been seen as unprofessional for asking, hey, you just sent documents. I need a minute to print them and go over them. I thought I'd have them at least, 4 to 5 hours before. Can I push back the time a little bit? As long as you're nice, long as people know you, they will work with you. Hey, Miranda, how are you? What do the Z's mean? Oh, Nina. Okay, so one notary, they have a language barrier and their fee structure is really low. Gotcha. What if you bring your own clients? So is their fee structure low based on them giving you a client and a pack of docs? Can you bring your own clients, and then what's their fee structure? I'm gonna have to call and talk to somebody. And I figured they were foreigners too. Um, I do understand the language barrier. The E&O insurance does protect you from mistakes and liabilities. You also have a bond, that protects you from mistakes and liabilities. I thought an LLC protected you from personal property liabilities, but guess what? When people sue you, they are going to sue you and your company anyway. They're going to sue you. You're going to be held liable personally and professionally. You can bank on it. So that LLC, now a corporation, if it's done under your corporation, then there is a barrier, but not with an LLC. And I am not a lawyer. I've just been through some things in life. You can check with an attorney to find out what that protection is, but no, it doesn't. No. I've been in real estate since 1999. I have been sued in real estate. Does not protect you personally. Because most of the time people sue you personally and professionally. So, and this is a litigious world. People will sue you for anything. It's ridiculous. You have to do up to 100 jobs and only get $12. Oh no, that's crazy. Yeah, Dwayne, I believe you can cancel at any time. I mean, if I want to cancel, I'm canceling. And they're not getting my $50 next month. No, I use a regular paper journal. When I do remote notarizations, it automatically puts stuff in my journal, but I still put it in my regular paper journal too. The least amount of money that I'll accept from Snapdocs. So this last week, it depends on how many pages it is. If it's 150 to 200 pages, the least that I'll accept for Latanya Cherie Johnson is $95. And I'm actually lying because I don't know. I don't normally, if it doesn't have $100, I don't even look at it. And as notaries, we have to stick together on that because we determine the prices. If nobody is accepting that job, then they have to up the price. And a lot of notaries have figured that out. If it's below $100, do not accept it. We have to collectively set our prices. And I personally don't accept anything under $100. However, if it's like one of the jobs that I gave my mentee was 2 pages, super easy. They paid her $45 for 15 minutes worth of work. And then the jobs that we send out are $35, and we pay 50. We pay $50 to $75 per packet for those 35 documents. Real easy. I mean, it's the easiest thing you'll ever go through. Angela, really? Yeah. And so, Angela, let me ask you this because I don't have that issue with them wanting me to print documents an hour before the signing. They'd have to reschedule. I don't know why I haven't had that issue, but I know my mother. My mother is 71 years old. I know good and well she'd be complaining, and I would have heard something if they had her trying to run and print some documents an hour before time. It's just not going to happen. I haven't heard anybody in my family talk about that. And I guess it's because if they send me documents an hour before time, then they understand that I'm calling them to reschedule. So I'm going to push the signing back an hour. So that's fine. And you know, I let them know that up front. I'm steady staying in contact with them the whole time. 4 hours before I see the documents have not been uploaded, please give me a time as to when they will be uploaded so that I can have plenty of time to review the documents to ensure that I don't make any errors after printing them. And I let them know within 2 hours if I don't get it at least 3 hours beforehand, I'll have to push the time back. I ain't pushing it back a lot, but by an hour. So Lanisha, are you a tax professional? Woo. Yeah, I get it, Angela. That's a lot. I don't like rushing. I don't like to be put in positions where I'm gonna make a mistake. Oh wow. In Florida, the max that you can charge is $25. That's crazy. And what's the name? One Notary does not provide clients. That's crazy. They can't take all your money then, because they do all the billing for you. On docverify, you do the billing yourself. Oh, MG, thank you. Yeah, y'all, come on. Hit that like button for me. It helps my stats go up. So please, if you like the information that I'm giving you, please hit the like button. Thank you, MG. Wow. Oh, no, I get it. I get it, Yaya. Please continue to ask questions. We are family here. We're all learning. I mean, with this remote notary stuff, I'm still learning too. So as I learn, I'm passing on the information to y'all. And I love that y'all come and join me so that, we can talk about things and go over it. Because if it's day, look, I do not say I'm the notary guru. And I don't say that because these docs are always changing, the laws are changing, and anybody who says that they are, man, I don't see how in the world you are the notary guru. Stuff is changing. The whole freaking world is changing. Dwayne, I've had that problem too. The guy that I was trying to get done today for remote notarizations, your Wi-Fi must have to be freaking corporate level because my Wi-Fi failed. I'm like, and I know I've called AT&T several times. I have a lot of bandwidth where I can upload. I have gaming level bandwidth where we can do, the video games and run 4 televisions and cell phones and laptops because I wanted to make sure that I had everything that I needed. My dadgum laptop failed the connection test on docverify today. So I had to refresh the page. It was crazy. And of course, his on the customer end, with him trying to upload his ID, go through that entire process of identification verification. Yet that remote notarization, it's new. It's going to take some work. It's not foolproof. It's not quite there yet, but we all just got to be patient and continue to work with them because, Angela, what do you mean by directs? How do you like the live chat? There must be a thumbs up somewhere on the screen. Maybe near the top. There should be a thumbs up button. Oh, okay, Lanisha. So you are a CPA. Thank you so much. You prepare taxes and negotiate. Girl, where are you located, Lanisha? Did you say you were in Houston? Oh, and so Trina. So even if it's too soon, I might accept that job. Let me think about that. No, I don't. If it's normally too soon and they want it done within an hour or so, I don't accept it. They got to change the time. And guess what? Normally, you will see it again. It's plenty of money out here. I hope y'all believe me from that video that I showed you with all of those doggone notifications that bother me every single day. Plenty of money out here. You can do 3 notarizations per day at $100 to $150 per notarization and make good money. Just calculate that. Just calculate it for yourself. But if I really did want a job, if I really did want a job in Snapdocs, even if they sent it at the last minute, I might not hit yes, I'm available, but I would look up the name of that company and I would call and talk to them, because you would be so surprised at they will change those hours. Sometimes they're a little more flexible than others. You'll never know until you call and talk to them. Do not rely on just the messages that you see on that phone. Call and talk to somebody. So Google that business. Normally in there, it says who the scheduler is, as well as the closing company. Look them up. Google the business and call and ask to speak to the person who scheduled that job. See, Angela, people don't believe me. You make upwards of $1,500 a week on average. So on average means that some weeks you make a whole lot more. Exactly. My cousin, killing it. Who makes $100 an hour though? You know what I'm saying? On their regular 9 to 5 job with corporate America. Who's making $45 an hour, and not even for an hour? She was there every bit of 15 minutes for 2 pages. Made $45 for 15 minutes worth of work. That's good. You cannot beat that. That's okay, Angela. The more you do, the better you become. And, you know, that's how it goes. I don't know who this Miranda is, but she is putting a bunch of Z's in here, and I'm about to report her. Harassment and bullying, Miranda. Okay. So, yeah, I just got rid of that lady. I don't know what she was doing. She was putting all kinds of Z's and like I'm boring her or something. Get off, baby. It's easy. They slick like they feel they're doing the work and pay it. Yeah, Nina, I get it. Where can I find your mentoring program and prices? Tiffany, you gotta call me. Schedule, get on my Calendly. It's somewhere up in the comments. Get on there. Let's talk about it. I need to figure it's on a case by case basis. I need to figure out exactly what you need, and then we'll go from there. I do, Angela. I do. And Angela, I have direct jobs because I have direct friends. And I'm just the friendliest person in the world. Everybody I meet gets a card. If it wasn't COVID, they'd get a whole hug, because I'm a hugger. If I met you, I probably want to hug you. But yeah, I get direct jobs. Escrow agents from various title companies, like it's a title company in Texas. I think it's in Plano. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's VYLLA. They are my favorite. I gave my mentee one of those $180 jobs, and she was like, "Oh, girl, give me more of those." Yeah, during the Christmas season, whew, you can kill with them. So if VYLLA ever comes across, you need to hit it quick, because they pay well. And call them, make friends, know everybody's name there. The agents that I come across that are with their clients, I give them a card. I make friends. Escrow agents, lenders, everybody. I make friends. They know me by name. And I'm not talking about I meet them once. No, I follow up with them, especially new people. I follow up with them. I might meet you this month. I'll call you in 2 weeks and say, "Hey, this is Latanya. I just wanted to chit chat with you and see how business is going." Real simple and easy. Okay, thank you. The thumbs up button is right under the video. Thank you. Oh, okay, Angela, direct, not from Snapdocs. Yeah, I make. Yeah, I do get some. Direct, but I think most of the direct jobs that we get, in all honesty, because we have Elite Mobile Notary, I send all of those direct jobs through the company. So I personally don't sign those. Oh, well, I hope that didn't hurt y'all's ears. I just hit that microphone. But I personally don't sign those. I send them through Elite Mobile Notary. And I mean, that's my job with our company. I'm basically business development because I'm friendly. And my cousins do, they either, one does the accounting, one does the IT, the other one does the training staff and operational type stuff. So awesome, Lanisha. Yeah, get in touch with me, girl. That's good. Oh, really? The COVID-19 acknowledgement form. I had not noticed that. Mm-mm. That's interesting, though. What does it say? You got to tell me when we talk about that COVID-19 acknowledgement form and what that says. Because that would be interesting. Like, does it talk about waiving your right or waiving suing them if you get COVID-19 from the closing, or if you lose your job based on COVID-19? What I'm interested. Hey, Dark and Lovely, how are you? Absolutely, $1,500 a week is a nice chunk of change. You can make more than that, and I'm not lying to you. But you know, you if you go out there and go too hard, too fast, you will burn yourself out, and then you won't want to see another closing document. So what my cousin does, she does by noon, she's already done 3 closings and she's free. 2 o'clock, she's definitely done for the day. She does 3 a day. It's a heck of a day for her to do 4. 3 a day, and she makes about anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a month. I mean a week. Yeah. Awesome, Tiff. Londa, I'm thinking about mentoring people outside of Texas. I just don't know what the documents look like because I've never done it. So I would like to see what the docs look like, because if they look like the Texas documents, but there are a few rules. See, the NNA, the National Notary Association, you can call them regarding questions about the rules. But notaries have a lot of questions that don't have to do with the rules. It's with the business and with the docs. And a lot of times NNA can't answer that directly. So that's where a mentor comes in. So I can answer the business questions. The rules, I can learn those over time, but I'd have to see it, and I haven't seen it. So we can talk about it. You can schedule an appointment and we'll see. And I've told people in other states, the best way that I think, if you want a mentor, you don't want to pay $400 or whatever these other people who are charging online. I would Google, let's say, Florida mobile notary, and see who comes up. And then I would ask those people, call them and say, hey, my name is such and such. And I'm starting out as a mobile notary in this area. And I was wondering if you mentor people, and how much you charge to do so. That's what I do. I know, chocolate girl. It is lucrative. Okay, Angela, do I have a course or class on how to start your own signing service? I pass up a lot of jobs I'd love to get. Who do you give them to, and why do you give them away? And we teach people that individually how to set up their own businesses. So it's not a course. It's nothing that you get where I tell you to go online and look at videos. It's more like a consulting type arrangement where we tell you how to set up your own business. But I'm interested in knowing who do you give those jobs to that you pass up? Dorothy, I would consider mentoring someone outside of Texas. Oh, that's good. 120 in North Carolina. That's good money. Yeah, look for title companies. Look at you know what I did, and I'm not gonna lie to you. So I sat in my truck outside my house. I have a Jeep Wrangler. My boss hates when I call that doggone thing a truck, but I have a Jeep Wrangler, and I sat out there, and I got on Apple Maps or whatever mapping thing that is on my phone, and I said title companies nearby. And that's how I found all the title companies in my area, and made sure that I just drove to each one of them. Every time I went by one of them, I would write the name of it down and who I met and all of that. I kept it in a little journal so I could remember people's names, and that's what happened. Oh, okay. Miranda, I didn't know what was going on, girl. Your keyboard was stuck. I'm sorry. It was just showing all Z's. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Desco, $120 for a refi. They go up to 200 during Christmas. So, um, Destaco 7. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, make sure you make friends over there. Voila. How do you pronounce that? Via? Via, maybe? Whatever. Make friends over there because Christmas, it is so good. They start paying $200 per closing. Seriously. Greg, you don't have to have $100 bond insurance, but I do. And I just want to make sure that I'm good and good and good and covered. I don't like, whatever, however much, but I'm like that on life insurance too. I have so much life insurance. If I die, my daughter might be a billionaire. Because it's ridiculous. Now, will she know how to get it? I don't know. Natasha Butler, get on my list. I heard that Georgia was an attorney state regarding signings. So I don't understand all of the laws in Georgia. But your question regarding do I mentor people in other states, I'm thinking about it. But like I said, I don't know the docs. So, yeah, dark and lovely. You can actually do it. Oh, four and done too? Exact. And four is pushing it, this taco. Four signings a day. You're good and worn out by four. What time do you normally stop? But that's good. You can get a lot done by four, by doing four. Oh, okay. Nothing has changed since they filled it out. Gotcha. Well, there was already something like that um, in the loan documents that said that nothing had changed with their financial situation. So I guess they just added that COVID-19 because there was already a document I remember that said something about that. Miranda, you know what? I don't know. Um, After signing up with Snapdocs, it trickled in for me. I think the first month I may have gotten like two or three signings. And then after that, I started getting more and more and more and more. So as I closed and they started seeing me getting paid and other people using me more, then I got more and more notifications. And I think that's kind of how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, Angela, they had something like that COVID-19 acknowledgement, but I do understand that. Absolutely. I love it, Landry, that y'all are looking for mentors here. Yes. I got it. I understand. Well, Angela, get on the phone with me. And me and my cousins will figure it out. We'll figure out how to help you. Oh, thank you, Chandra. I appreciate it. Oh, Viola? Viola? Is that what you said? Oh, Villa? Child, shoes. I'm gonna have to call somebody that works there because they used to be Carrington Title. Now I can definitely say Carrington Title. They used to be Carrington Title, and they switched names. Oh no, Dwayne. So with Dwayne, you said you're on Snapdocs, right? Have you gotten jobs from Snapdocs, or how does that work? So on Snapdocs, you sign up and they pay you through Snapdocs, and it goes directly into your bank account. For other title companies, I actually just have them pay me through Snapdocs. I send them to Snapdocs as well. I let them know I'm in Snapdocs. Free check printing, I don't mind that either. They can send me a check. Hey, Jacqueline, thank you for coming. Girl, I'm on here for an hour and 16 minutes, but I'm glad that y'all are here. It has slowed down for him remotely. When COVID-19 first started, he was making a killing, but then it has slowed down for him from making $1,000 a day remotely. But he still makes, I'd say, about 300 remotely. About the same time closing remotely versus on a physical closing. You would think that it would take less time, but it seems like the part that takes the most time, in my opinion, is them validating their driver's license information and all that stuff. I would say have your clients do that the day before. Have them check their system to make sure that they have the bandwidth to do the remote notarization, and to go on and upload all of their signatures and all of their IDs and everything the day before. It makes it a lot easier. Viala. Viala? Gotcha. So I tell y'all something. You know what? I was thinking about starting a Facebook group so that we can continue conversations because I'm on here normally Sunday at 9. Um, I was thinking about starting a Facebook group for us as notaries so that we can continue some of these conversations. I think I'm going to do that. I am on Facebook as Solutions by TJ, and so it'll be probably Solutions by TJ. Notary know-how or something snazzy. I don't know, but I'll let y'all know by next week. Or you can just go to Facebook. If y'all want to exchange contact information, Destaco and R. Landry, can both of you just message me on Facebook, and I will pass on your email addresses or phone numbers or whatever you want. Because I know, it's all open here to the whole World Wide Web. People don't want to know that. I'm trying to keep you safe. So message me your contact information and I'll pass it along to each other. Okay? So y'all, I've been on here now an hour and 20 minutes, and I love y'all to death, but I'm about to go to bed. I thank y'all so much. Get at me on Facebook, Solutions by TJ. This is TJ Latanya Johnson. I'm looking at my eyebrows on here. They look a mess. But anyway, thank y'all so much. I love y'all. I'm so happy that we're all here, that we're all making money. And if there is anything that I can do to help you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Because for real, it just makes my freaking heart shine. And again, I've started a mentoring group teaching people how to invest in real estate. I opened a group on Facebook, and I also have a Facebook page. It's called the Millennial Masterclass Real Estate Investing. You can go on there, and I'll be sharing a whole lot of information on investing in real estate. So I love y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all are the sweetest. God bless y'all. And hey, I'm rooting for you. I really am. Good night, guys.